Have you ever wondered if your body is trying to tell you something? This question may seem a bit out of the ordinary, but it's a question that we should all be asking ourselves more frequently. Our bodies are like intricate machines, constantly working, constantly in motion, constantly communicating, but are we listening? Just like any well-oiled machine, our bodies also send out signals when something isn't quite right. Sometimes these signals are loud and clear, like a piercing headache or a high fever. But often they're more subtle, more nuanced, like the silent whispers of our bodies. These whispers can be a persistent fatigue that just won't go away, a nagging pain that seems insignificant, or even a sudden change in appetite. And it's these whispers, these seemingly insignificant signs that we often overlook or dismiss. We live in a fast-paced world where we're always on the go, always chasing deadlines, always pushing our bodies to the limit. And in this constant state of hustle and bustle, it's easy to ignore or overlook these whispers. But here's the thing. These whispers could be indicative of a larger health issue, a cry for help from our bodies. Let's dive into the common signs of illness that people often ignore. Now, our bodies are incredibly smart. They have their own language of communication. But often we're too busy to listen, or we choose to ignore these signals, brushing them off as minor discomforts. One such signal is persistent fatigue. We're not talking about the occasional tiredness after a long day at work, but a constant feeling of exhaustion that doesn't go away with rest. It's like running on empty, even when you've just filled up your tank. This could be a sign of an underlying condition such as anemia, thyroid issues, or even heart disease. Then there's sudden weight loss or gain. If your weight fluctuates drastically without any changes in your diet or exercise routine, it's time to pay attention. It might be easy to celebrate a sudden drop in weight or brush off weight gain as a result of overindulgence. But these could be signs of hormonal imbalances, diabetes, or even certain types of cancer. Let's talk about changes in bowel habits. Yes, it's not the most pleasant topic, but it's an important one. If you notice persistent changes in your bowel movements, it could be your body's way of raising a red flag. It might be a sign of digestive disorders, such as irritable bowel syndrome or more serious conditions like colorectal cancer. And we're just scratching the surface here. There are many other signals that our bodies send out, from unexplained aches and pains to changes in skin color, persistent cough, or even changes in mood and mental health. The bottom line is, our bodies are constantly communicating with us. They're like a well-tuned orchestra, and when one instrument is out of tune, it affects the entire symphony. So it's crucial to listen to these signals and take them seriously. Ignoring these signs is like silencing your body's distress call. Remember, early detection is often the key to successful treatment and recovery. So, tune into your body's language. It's always speaking. Are you listening? Did you know your skin can be a mirror to your health? It's no secret that our skin is the largest organ of our body, but did you know that it serves as an eloquent communicator too? Yes, indeed. Our skin often mirrors what's happening inside our bodies, and understanding its language can be a lifesaver. Let's talk about rashes, for example. Persistent rashes aren't just irritating, they may be hinting at an underlying health problem. Conditions like lupus or dermatitis, for instance, often manifest themselves as stubborn, itchy rashes. So, if an unusual rash is causing you discomfort for a while, it's high time to get it checked. And then there are the subtle changes in moles or freckles. Did you know that a sudden change in the size, shape, or color of a mole could potentially be a sign of skin cancer? Yes, it's a scary thought, but early detection is key to successful treatment. So don't ignore these changes. Instead, consider them as a sign that your body is asking for attention. But it's not just changes in moles or rashes that you should be aware of. An unexpected outbreak of acne, especially in adults, could be a sign of hormonal imbalance or stress. It might even be your body's way of indicating an allergic reaction to something you've eaten or a product you've used. Similarly, dry, itchy skin could be more than just a sign of dry weather. It could be your body's way of telling you that you are dehydrated or that your thyroid gland isn't functioning properly. Our skin, in its own silent way, is constantly communicating with us. It's telling us when our body is under stress, when our immune system is fighting an unseen battle, or when a chronic disease might be lurking in the shadows. So, the next time you notice something unusual about your skin, don't just brush it off as a minor annoyance. Instead, listen to what it's trying to tell you. Pay attention to its signals, and remember to seek medical advice when necessary. Your skin doesn't just protect you, it tells you when something's wrong. And that's why it's essential to take its messages seriously. After all, the skin you're in is a mirror to your health. Is your sleep pattern trying to tell you something? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves, but one that could unlock important clues about our health. You see, our bodies are incredibly complex systems, and they often communicate with us in subtle ways. One language they use is that of sleep. When we think about sleep, we often focus on quantity. Are we getting our coveted 8 hours? But quality, consistency, and even the dreams we have can provide significant insights into our overall well-being. Let's take insomnia, for example. It's the most common sleep disorder, affecting countless individuals worldwide. But beyond the frustration of staring at your ceiling at 3 in the morning, insomnia can be a sign of underlying health issues. These can range from mental health disorders, such as anxiety or depression, to physical conditions like heart disease or diabetes. On the other side of the spectrum, we have hypersomnia, excessive sleepiness. If you're constantly feeling drowsy and your alarm clock is your worst enemy, it's not just about late nights or early mornings. Conditions such as sleep apnea, thyroid issues, or even certain types of depression can manifest as an insatiable need for sleep. And what about dreams? Those strange, often forgotten narratives that fill our nights. Unusual or disturbing dreams could be hinting at something more. Persistent nightmares could indicate stress or trauma, while vivid, bizarre dreams can sometimes be a sign of neurological conditions. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing these signs can be the first step towards better health. It's about tuning in, becoming aware of any changes, and seeking help when needed. Remember, your health professional is there to guide you, to help decipher what your body might be telling you through your sleep. So the next time you wake up from an odd dream, or find yourself counting sheep into the early hours, ask yourself, what is my sleep trying to tell me? A good night's sleep is more than just a luxury, it's a health barometer. So let's listen, and let's act, because when it comes to our health, every whisper counts. Let's summarize what we've learned about the signs of illness you shouldn't ignore. From silent whispers to loud alarms, our bodies are constantly communicating with us. Recognizing these signals can mean the difference between health and sickness, between catching a condition early or facing a full-blown health crisis. The skin, as we've seen, is the mirror of our health. Unusual skin changes like persistent rashes, unexplained sores, or sudden changes in mole appearance aren't just cosmetic issues. They could be the body's SOS signal for conditions like autoimmune diseases, skin cancer, or other internal disorders. Then there's sleep. A sudden change in your sleep patterns, whether it's sleeping too much or too little, can indicate a range of problems. It could be a sign of stress, of mental health issues such as depression or anxiety, or even physical conditions like sleep apnea or heart disease. Let's not forget about the other signs we've discussed. Unexplained weight changes, persistent fatigue, frequent headaches, changes in bowel habits, or unquenchable thirst. These aren't just random occurrences. They could be your body's way of hinting at conditions like diabetes, thyroid disorders, or gastrointestinal problems. The key message here is this: don't dismiss these signs as just everyday aches and pains or simple tiredness. They could be your body's way of waving a red flag, signaling that something's not right. It's crucial to listen to these signals, understand their importance, and take them seriously. Of course, this doesn't mean you should panic at every little symptom. But if you notice consistent, unexplained changes, it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional. They can help decipher these messages your body is sending and guide you on the right path to health. Remember, your health is in your hands. Listen to your body and don't ignore the signs it's giving you.